Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Team Toyota of Princeton to check out this brand new 2025 Toyota Corolla hatchback. This is the SE trim, which is the base trim on the hatchback body style for Corolla in 25. The color here, Blue Crush, 16-inch silver aluminum alloy wheels, black cloth interior. So you can let me know if you're in the market for a sporty hatch like this. And this vehicle, just over 26 grand, give or take. Is this the kind of action you would go with? Is this the kind of car you would buy? You can let me know as we go through the car. So let's dig in. Front end of the Corolla SE hatchback. Again, the Blue Crush paint. Full spread of LED lighting up front, including the headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. And then we're gloss black on the front grille, top and bottom. And those fog lamp plugs, well, they're for the fog lamps in the higher level trims. Now, as we move on around to our wheel and tire setup on this Corolla SE, what we have here is a 16-inch aluminum alloy wheel in silver, Toyota badge on the center cap. These wheels are wrapped in Yokohama Avid GT tires, 205 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 16s, all four corners, front wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the Blue Crush paint. We don't have any chrome around the window trim, so you let me know what you think as we move in closer. We're going to go color matched on the side view mirror caps, LED turn signals, color matched front and rear door handle, fuel filler on the left side, up top color matched roof, shark fin antenna, flat black on the crossbars, no sunroof. And then as we come around the back of this Corolla hatchback, we have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. And then we're also going to get the lighting here in the back looking good. LED turn signals. And then, of course, we have the Corolla on the left, SE in red on the right. And our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear bumper. We are under the hood of this 25 Corolla SE hatchback, and we have Toyota's 2-liter inline 4-cylinder engine mated to a CVT, 169 horsepower, 151 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 32 in the city, 41 on the highway, 35 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price for the 25 Corolla Hatchback SE is $23,630. Now, this vehicle's got quite a few options on it, which we'll check out when we go through the window sticker. But once you add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,135 from Toyota's Aichi, Japan assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $26,327. So let's check out the interior. Before we get to the door panel, if you want a Toyota that's 100% made in Japan, of 100% Japanese parts, then this Corolla fits the bill. Now, as we swing over to our front door panel on the driver's side, it's going to be all black, but we're going to go soft touch across the top, brushed aluminum door handle, and some light gray stitching, soft armrest, flat black on the switchgear, decent sized door pocket, standard audio system. Moving closer, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. Manual seat for both the driver and the front passenger, and then base black cloth seats with some light gray stitching, a bit of an insert design. Bolstering's pretty firm, seats feel pretty firm. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. As we move into the dash, we're going to go soft touch, some brushed aluminum into your heat and air vent, more soft touch with stitching, and then down further, nice large glove box. Swinging it on over to our infotainment, we have Toyota's 8-inch infotainment, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav, but that's through a subscription service. We do have our music where we have our Sirius XM, as well as regular AM and FM radio stations. Then we come into our Bluetooth in our phone, vehicle settings right there, vehicle alerts, trip information, general settings where you can hook up your driver profile, Bluetooth your phone, set up your Wi-Fi hotspot, get over-the-air updates, vehicle customization for your lights, door controls, that sort of thing. So they have that set up for you. Volume knob right here. We go to reverse, And this is one thing they really need to work on. 2025, we got the old camera, no trajectory. They're using new cameras in some of the other models. They need to get it in the Corolla. Now, as we come on down, we have 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards, single zone climate control, push button start, down even further, wireless charging pad. And then we do have the gator with the stitching to go through the simulated gears of the CVT. We have drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash. Traction control off. Down further, auto vehicle hold, electric brake, 2 cup holders, and our Corolla key fob right here, lock, unlock, panic button, Toyota badge, pretty plain Jane. And then we have our armrest, nice and soft with the stitching. We can open it up, and we do have an area for storage, a 12-volt and a USB-C. Corolla steering wheel, we have a leather wrap wheel with the stitching, 10 and 2 notches, Toyota badge on the horn button, some brushed aluminum to lift the wheel up. We have a round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room at 5'11" to get in and out of this Corolla, even for a small car. It's got plenty of interior cabin space. Flat black on the switchgear. On the left side here, you're going to have your telephone voice commands, volume controls for the digital portion of your dash. On the right, you're going to have your adaptive cruise safety suite controls, mode for your infotainment system, seek for your music. We do have paddles if you want to go up and down the simulated gears of the CVT manually. And then we're going to go with our headlight controls on the left and turn signals on the right, front and rear wiper. Down here on the left, bright and dim the dash, adaptive high beams on or off. And then we're going to have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And then we have our analog digital combo, analog gauges for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then a small 4-inch digital display in the center. Here's our drive modes, Sport, Normal, and Eco. And I think we'll stick with Sport today since we got the Sport Edition hatchback. And then you have other information you can go through either across the top, or each one of these does have some sub-menus that you can go down and see as well. Tire pressures are under the car icon, and you can grab them right there. So that's where those are, or you can get back to the beginning. Overhead console. If you want your interior lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, the button that says door is pushed in and left in. Open the door, lighting comes on. Close the door, lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Framed rear view mirror with manual dimming function. Sun visor with vanity and a light, LED interior lighting in here. And then we don't have a slider, or we don't have it slide, but we do have an extension. Getting to the back seat of this Corolla hatchback, but first the rear door panel. We're going to go with the hard black plastic all the way down. We still got the soft armrest with the stitching though. Now I have the seat set for my driving position, but this is a small car. So I'm going to have to put my foot in, twist my body, and duck to get in, and then twist back around, because we got that sloping roof line and it's a small car. But once I'm in, I barely have enough room at 5'11" for my head, enough room for my shoulders, barely enough room for my knees, but there is room. Seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger, 2 USB-Cs for your rear seat connectivity, and then the back seats, same cloth with the mild insert design. Still feels pretty firm. Armrest, semi-soft, 2 cup holders, but overall, for a small car, it does have a good amount of room back here. Getting in the cargo area of this Corolla hatch, it's a manual tailgate. You come to the back, and right below the emblem, push the button, lift up. There you go, 17.8 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Corolla hatchback. We do have the all-season mats in here. We have the all-season cargo mat there. And then if we push this and lift this floor up, we do have the spare tools and a jack. So thank you, Toyota, for the spare. We do have some cubbies on either side for additional storage. And then we have this removable tonneau cover or security shade, whatever you want to call it. Now, you can either reach through, let the seats down, or you can go around to each door. But I'm not going to take the tonneau cover out right now. So I'll just go around to each door and we'll put the seats down. So there you go. So if you need more room, nobody's in the back, you got some extra space. But again, a total of 17.8 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Corolla hatch. Window sticker, here we go. 2025 Corolla hatchback in Blue Crush. Government safety ratings, fuel economy estimates, standard equipment, options, total vehicle MSRP from the factory. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 25 Corolla SE hatchback, and right off the bat I got good visibility out of all the glass in the vehicle, no problem at all. I got blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 in here, so they got you set there. I got LED lighting up front for safety, so I'm good there. I got right now we're running in normal mode. Suspension feels well damped. Car feels very planted to the road. The seats, even though they feel a bit firm to the touch once you sit in them, they feel pretty compliant. So I really can't complain too much for base cloth seats. They feel pretty good. Obviously, you're not going to have any lumbar adjustment on them or anything like that, but not half bad. But what I really love about these little Corollas is how good the handling is. The brakes, no problem. And it's a light vehicle, right? 3,060 pound curb weight. So this 2-liter inline 4, you might think 169 on the horses is a little light, 151 on the torque is light, but since the car is light, it really picks up and gets down the road. It's got some pep. It's a peppy car. That's how I would describe it. I wouldn't describe it as quick or fast, but peppy, yes. And it handles great. Very flickable into the corners. And like I always say, you can see why they made the GR Corolla from this vehicle, because it is just a good handling vehicle. And the Sport Edition, they give you the Sport Tune suspension, tighten things up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and head over to Sport mode now and see what that's like on the way back. But it just rides really well. We're getting some wind noise, a lot of that wind noise coming from these crossbars, which I would not put on this car. Save my money on that for sure. Now, let this car get by us. And we'll go with our turning radius. Here we go. Look at that, 17.4 feet, just whips around, no problem. Now, we're in Sport. I'm going to move the gear shift to the left into manual, and I'm going to shift with the paddles, and we'll see how it does. Pretty good. It's got a pretty marked area for the simulated shifts. It doesn't feel like it's really sloppy. And it gets right up to speed and going down the road. You get a little better throttle response in Sport mode. We'll go back to regular drive and we'll let the vehicle shift for itself. And let's see how that does in Sport. It feels good. Gets up, gets moving, no problem at all. And then we'll take this right turn here, right bend. And look at that, just right in and turns in beautifully, power out, down the road you go. So they've really done a nice job with this Corolla's chassis, how it's tuned, how it's planted, stays planted, feels good, handling tight and right. So I think they got a winner here with this Corolla, and of course it's the #1 compact car seller in the United States, has been for a while. So you can see why. Yeah, there are some plasticky touches in here, but the average price of a new car in the United States today is 47, 48 grand. This is 20 grand, 21 grand under the average. So you're gonna have to expect that the use of some plastics and cloth seats. But you got the wireless charging pad, you got wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, USB-A, USB-C connectivity, front and back. So they're giving you some value in this base SC trim. So you let me know if you're in the market for one of these compact cars. Do you go Corolla SE, hatchback, or sedan? And if not, where else are you going to go? It's a very competitive segment with the Honda Civic, Kia K4, Hyundai Elantra, Nissan Sentra, to name a few. But you let me know what you would do. Put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Toyota Corolla SE hatchback in Blue Crush Metallic for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.